by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we went to an Avs game, but what was funny is like the seats we had I thought were going to be shitty, and because we were high up.
Oh, y'all went to
like,
the game.
Yeah, we went to the first Avs playoff game.
Nice. Avs.
But the beauty
you
of
went to a playoff game. That's sick.
Yeah, it was sick, and they won too. They scored 2 goals. It was fucking electric. But what's cool is like Ball Arena, like when you're high up like that, you're almost like on top of them. So we could see like the entire ice. Like there was no blind spots for us, which was super nice. Like I thought it was going to be shitty, but it ended up working out really well.
Almost like it's better to be from that vantage point because then you can just kind of keep track of it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super cool. Nice.
Well, I mean, and the energy of live hockey games is undeniable. You know,
so electric. Do you guys want to guess how much a beer was there?
Denver.
So it was $16.
Was it a Coors? Like, was Coors their main beer of service?
They have a bunch of them, but I was drinking. So they're 24-ounce Coors Lights.
Right, I'll say a $10 beer. Like,
$18.
I want to think they hooked
it. It was 15 and a half. It was $15.50 for a single beer.
I was close. That's amazing.
Yeah. Also,
that's so expensive.
Before we get started, speaking of drinks, I'm drinking a White Claw. Do you want to know why I'm drinking a White Claw? Because I'm officially on fucking vacation. That's why. I'm recording on my vacation. I'm leaving tomorrow. My phone is going to be turned off to all work-related calls, and so we're having a drinking episode today, which we have not had in a while. And we're drinking Claws. Cheers.
It was much cheaper.
I think actually the last episode you did have a beer because it was like your off day.
It's a fun bit.
Not to call you out.
Yeah, it's not as common. It's not as common. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Totally Biased Music. It's Blake, Trey, and Anthony. Today we're reviewing "Thank You, Happy Birthday" by Cage Elephant, a Trey pick, and The Nice Guys, which is a Blake pick. Before we get started, Trey, because Trey is too humble. He's too humble of a guy. He's not going to bring it up. I saw Trey about 2 weeks ago. This guy was unrecognizable. He's lost so much weight. Okay. And I just got to flex on Trey for a little bit. Dude has been clearly working his ass off. He looked phenomenal. I was shocked. Like, it was awesome. And Trey, I just gotta say, you look fucking great. I'm proud of you. Can you stand up and give us a twirl? Actually,
Thanks.
That would be much appreciated.
I actually can't because of all the cords. Like I'm on this whole I'm like on this whole different like dongle situation. I basically just stopped eating pizza and beer and drinking beer. And, boom, baby.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Working out's fun. Enjoying your bodies is fun. And, whatever.
I'm glad running is fun.
Thank you for saying that.
Running
is.
I mean, go.
Running becomes fun. it eventually, like you start to. First off, everyone, if you're trying to start running, the first mile of any run will always suck. So like, that's just a fact. So I think that's a big barrier for people because they're like, "Oh, this is miserable." Like, yeah, it is miserable for the first mile. And then you start feeling good, and then you start getting faster, and I don't know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. What did you say your target weight was?
I'm trying to get down to like 170 eventually.
Nice.
But that's going to be over like a long period of time. That's going to be like, I'll be like shredded if I hit that weight.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be sub 10% body fat probably.
I'm at 180 right now, which is like exactly where I want to be, but trying to stay right at that weight is like one of the most difficult fucking things possible. Like to balance like the muscle gain and the weight loss and try to stay at a weight is extremely difficult, but we'll see how it works out,
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of at some point when I'm like done like cutting, that'll probably start to be a challenge. I'm just gonna try and get yoked as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, so
that's one way to start an episode.
Thank you, happy birthday, Trey. Tell us why you picked it.
Yeah. All right. So Thank You, Happy Birthday was an album that came out. Actually, it came out, I think in the fall of my senior year of high school, or no, the fall of my freshman year of college. So it's another one of those. It's like a college pick from us, but Cage Elephant is kind of a sad story in the fact that they've become a very unenjoyable band for me. But these first 2 Cage Elephant albums are absolute gold. Their first self-titled album, which we've done a podcast on, is great. And then this one, I think, is an even better album. It's like the opposite of a sophomore slump. It's like everything that's great about Cage Elephant. It's raucous. Matt Schultz's like crazy ass voice is doing all kinds of weird different like vocal extremities. It's really groovy. It's also like there's some really slow, like nice borderline psychedelic songs. We'll get to those when we get to those. And then there's some thrash that's going on here with like tracks like Sabertooth Tiger and Japanese Buffalo, and even like parts of like 2024 that are kind of like a pop, like thrash type of blend. This album is just like, it's all different kinds of genres. Anthony, you've never heard it before, so I'm really curious to hear your first impression. You haven't really listened to much Cage Elephant in general, and Blake, I'm excited to go back down memory road with you. This is one of me and Blake's bands that we would go see a couple times. And then Blake met Matt Schultz at a Starbucks in Chicago one time.
Ooh, true story. True story.
Matt Schultz also looked me dead in my eyes at Hangout Music Festival, and he like sang in my soul, and he came and crowd surfed over us, and he basically told me that I was his favorite fan.
Yeah, that did happen. I was there.
Yeah, that actually did happen. Yeah, every single bit of that happened. So, without further ado, Anthony, what's your first impression?
So when you pick Cage the Elephant, I for whatever reason immediately was like, oh man, like I don't know how I'm gonna do with this, but I had an expectation. Obviously, didn't think I was gonna like it, but in getting into it, I enjoyed the diversity that they do show through this album. It doesn't stick to one sound. It doesn't stick to one tempo. A lot of it's changing. A lot of it is different from previous points in the album, so it was a journey. I really don't see myself listening to this again unless it's like being played in an environment that I'm in, and if that's the case, I'm not going to like run out the room. I enjoyed a lot of this album. It's not my favorite type of music, it's like, it's got that punkish kind of vibe to it, garage rock kind of fidelity to it. But I enjoyed it for the sake of the podcast, like it's a thing I probably wouldn't be listening to on my own, and I'm glad y'all brought it. But I am excited to hear y'all's stories and the mythos behind Cage the Elephant and Matt Schultz and whatever he's up to. So yeah, this will be a good combo. Good pick, Trey.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I will say this, Trey. Upon re-listening, I think that there were signs. I think there were signs of what Cage the Elephant would become, and I didn't. I had to take off the nostalgia glasses and just listen to the album front to back and see what my opinion was, because it's been 14 years since we were listening to this on a regular basis, seeing Cage the Elephant like every year. I will say this. I think it's a phenomenal album, and I think it's really fucking good. But this is the thing. The good songs on this album are great and near perfect to me. The bad songs are really fucking bad. Like, I did not realize how bad they were until I re-listened. And I think like maybe my music taste has changed. I don't know what it is. But there's not a lot of them. That's the thing that kind of saves the album, is there's not a lot of bad songs. And the good songs are great. It's exactly what I want from Cage the Elephant. I think that their self-titled album is better, so we differ in that sense. But man, it was so good to go back and like just upon listening to it, like John and I and some others played Shake Me Down at Right Night one year. We've seen Cage a number of times. Like this is straight nostalgia for me, and yeah, it just brought back a lot of memories, man. A lot of great shows. Saw him at the Vic in Chicago. We saw him at Hangout. Seen him at Lollapalooza, Bonnaroo. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool to go down memory lane, and I have a long history with Cage. And on this topic, Trey, Melophobia, is that where you check out, or do you like Melophobia? I can't remember.
That's where I like start to check out. Yeah.
So there's pieces of it you like?
Yeah, that was the one that me and Emily, we were driving down to South Florida that one time, like rated every song. And we have to decide if this album is good or bad.
Yeah.
And so we went song by song and decided.
Yeah,
we like,
that's fair.
I was like yelling at like to write down the numbers in like a little notebook or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're prepping for the podcast.
Yeah, I was prepping for the podcast a decade ago. Yeah, I mean, when you say there's signs, I think when you're looking at it from that lens, and like, there's definitely some, like they get a little campy at points.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Whereas back then we probably didn't think so, because like we liked the sound, and also like I still like those songs. Like Right Before My Eyes, for example. Like I like that song. I have a feeling that's probably going to be one of your bottoms. But But yeah, let's go track by track. Let's do it.
Start us
Opening
off.
up the album is Always Something, which is like really high energy, not like a top track for me, but it like kicks it off with this really cool like guitar and like Matt Schultz screaming, kind of bringing you into the album. What do y'all think of Always Something?
Anthony?
So I'm going to use Blake's favorite term. This album starts off really jarring, and it definitely like it took me back, and I go, oh man, I really don't know if I'm ready for this whole album. But this is one of those songs that like if I don't if I'm not thinking hypercritically and let the song just kind of take over, by the end of the song I was in with the groove of the track itself, like I'm not a huge fan of how it starts, but throughout the song I'm on board, and prepared, I guess, for the rest of the album. So it's not one of my favorites, but I can get into their sound, for what it is. It's different. And for 2011, did this kind of sound stand out in that time from a indie kind of band-ish approach?
There was no one else like Cage at the time.
Yeah.
Like there's literally no one like them.
Yeah.
And this is like a prime example of it, right? Like this song, I can't imagine any other band making a song like Always Something. For me, it's one of my top tracks. Like I think we talk a lot about perfect intro tracks. I think it's a perfect intro track to get the vibe started and let you know what you're in for. It's weird as fuck. It is a little jarring, but the drum line throughout this song is like, it makes you bob your head, and like it gets you kind of caught up in like a dancey little vibe. And but I will say, man, upon re-listening and reading these lyrics, like this album is dark. There's a lot of dark shit in this album, and I do love like the way he's singing in verse 2. When he says, on your way back home again, a good Samaritan, you see a man stuck in the rain, stranded with no friends, and from the goodness of your heart, you saved him from the flood. A couple miles down the road, he's covered in your blood. You're like, all right, it's going to be this album. Got it.
And he's like pruning it in this like whiny way. He's like, covered in your blood. Like that whole like kind of thing.
I love this song. So one of my top songs for sure.
Nice. Next up is Aberdeen, which is the name of a town in Seattle, right outside of Seattle.
The home of
I said Seattle twice.
Right? Isn't Kurt Cobain from Aberdeen?
I think so. Or it's like a suburb, basically.
Right.
From what I remember. But this song also kind of gets a little.
Aberdeen.
Yeah, this song also gets a little dark. Got some cool lyrics here with like, never saw my dark side in your eyes, back and forth, bloody fingers painting up the sky. And then he kind of has like the same kind of like croony, like whine over the chorus. So what'd y'all think of Aberdeen?
So when I listened to the song the first time, it was, and this happened for me multiple times throughout this album, where it was giving me, kind of sound flashbacks to other artists. And it took me a second to kind of put my finger on who I think this song reminds me of musically. And what I came to find is it makes me think of Weezer. Like there's a lot of, it feels like sound wise, obviously they're not, I mean, like, the song, the Buddy Holly song, the way they're singing in that song, this song kind of brings me to that. Like it just made me, kind of reflect on it a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of the song.
It's really hurtful.
I mean,
that'd be
make it as a compliment,
That'd be like me handing you like a really expensive glass of wine. You'd be like, this reminds me of Green Monster.
See, this reminds me of Josh.
I mean, I'm just saying, we've got more of those throughout this, so we'll see.
That's fair.
Go, right? But Blake, what are your thoughts on Aberdeen?
So you guys are gonna notice a theme. Trey's still laughing at his joke. He thought that was a really good one.
It was a good one.
He really cooked with that one. I will say, this album, as you guys will tell, is very top heavy for me. This is also one of my top songs. I really like Aberdeen, and this song, like, I think back to this album, I think the songs I played the most were Always Something, Aberdeen, and probably Shake Me Down. And I just, it kind of teleports me back to that time. But Aberdeen is like, it still feels grungy in the sense that like after the chorus, which may be a little kind of poppy or upbeat, there's like grinding guitar noises that are out of tune, right? That make it feel like a grunge song to me. And I just love Matt's voice in the song. So yeah, tough song for me.
Nice.
Quick question: how many guys are in? What does this band consist of? We obviously know Mr. Matt, but like, how many other folks are in this band? Is it just?
So at one point there was it was a 5-piece, and they had this really good guitar player, and I can't remember his name now, but he left the band after Melophobia. And he was kind of the one that I think pushed them in more of like a grunge. Like I think that's the big sound change is when he left the band, they kind of fully embraced the, indie pop, bubblegum rock bullshit, to put it kindly. But yes, I think his name was like Lincoln something maybe. Anyway, he became like a producer in Nashville. I actually tweeted at him one time and he replied to me about how the band sucked when he left. he favorited it or replied, I forget.
Very cool.
I miss Twitter. All right, cool. Moving on to Indie Kids. This is my first top track of the album. I love the energy in this song. Also, once again, super dark. And the way that he just like kind of screams like the different, like, I guess it's a bridge, and then yeah. It's like lights a fire under you. It gets you ready to run through a brick wall, or just go on a nice run.
Yeah.
So I'll be unbearable now.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Talking Heads. Like that's kind of the vibe.
Kind of like a Talking Heads song.
Yeah. Well, so like for me, the reason why this was kind of the first song that I'm like, okay, I'm on board with it for what it does as like a whole. Like the first half of this song is very punky and fat, and like drums are driving it, but I really enjoy like the breakdown towards the end, where he's just kind of, looping the "You're So Cool" in different ways. But that to me was the first kind of departure in what I expected this album to be. Like it caught me by surprise. I'm like, all right, they can do some spacey shit. They can do some weird shit. So, so not it's not my top tracks, but this first one, I'm like, okay, we're in it now.
This is the first one you enjoyed.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. little scared for Anthony's ranking, I'll be honest, but let's just keep pushing.
Drag the negativity
well,
out of
I'll
Anthony.
just say this. This album to me starts to speak at track 4 through the rest of the album, so it's like it just took me time to get in the groove of what this is going to be, so.
Yeah.
Understood.
I had it as an honorable mention. I do love Indie Kids. I have vivid memories of Matt throwing himself around stage during the end of this and doing like weird walking, like he was drunk, but he clearly wasn't, just like being weird as fuck on stage. Good song. Little bit of a shock to me that it's not in my top, because this is like the typical energy that I enjoy, but there's just so many other great songs on here that I could fit it in. So honorable mention for me.
Fair. Our next song is the big hit off the album, as performed by Blake and the Boys on Right Night. Shake Me Down. Not my favorite. I kind of have it as a bottom. It's just, it's more of it's pretty poppy. I don't have a ton of like nostalgic feelings from it either. Like I don't really remember liking the song back then, or like I probably didn't dislike it, but I don't remember like this being a big track for me. So it's on my bottom list. But Blake, I imagine this is somewhere around the bottom for you, maybe, or maybe there's a nostalgia factor.
Well, I want to say a lot of people have actually told us that mine and John's rendition is better than the original. Many people have said this. That was kind of
in the Pelham Reporter.
Yeah, that's what they were saying around the time that we performed. Better picture of us, and like, God, we couldn't go anywhere for the next 2 weeks without like autographs. Yeah. It was just ridiculous.
Crazy times.
Great song. I actually don't have it in the top. I wanted to put it in there, but there's another one that has to be in here, so I left it off. But I think you're right. I mean, it's very commercial, but it's such a good song, man. I don't ever get tired of listening to it. Like, the lyrics are beautiful. They're sad, but they're great, and I think I understand why it became as popular as it did. So I do really enjoy the song.
Yeah, same. I mean, like this was the one that like lyrically stood out to me first, as I'm kind of going through this album, even on a cloudy day, I fix my eyes on the sun, like that. I love that line, and the other thing that stood out to me was the guitar effects. It has that kind of wavy, like West Coast kind of guitar effect. And, so this goes right into, the start of me really enjoying what's to come from this album. So yeah, I like Shake Me Down. Blake, how did you contribute to this song? Were you singing?
I was guitar. John was lyrics. Our friend Jay was bass, and then I don't remember who was on drums. I know we had a drummer.
Was it Jacoby? Or was
I
it
don't
Taylor
thi-
Honeycutt?
It may have been Honeycutt. Yeah, it may have been Honeycutt. Actually, now that you say that, I'm like 99% sure it was. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
I mean, and so like, just one more question on that epic, legendary performance. How long had this album been out before y'all played it? Because
Bro, it was like it was like a year probably. Yeah.
I'd say
it
was
very
pretty
fresh.
solid. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Legendary performance,
Yeah.
sold out shows.
Yeah,
All
it was
right,
crazy.
moving into 2024, even though we would now say 2024.
I
Right.
think we always would have said that. I don't think that changes.
Whatever. It's changed.
Yeah.
Everything's changed.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Nothing changed everything.
Everything. All right, we're having fun today.
Yeah. We're on vacation.
I'll let y'all. We're on vacation.
Yeah.
What do you? I'll let y'all start out with 2024. What'd you think of the song?
Well,
This song sucks, man. Get this shit out of here, bro. This shit is. Guys, I don't know how I put up with this back then, man. What was I on? Like, this is. Like, did they write this? Did they think they were going to end up on TRL? Was that the point of this song? Like, what is this, dude? It's such a fucking departure from the rest of the album. I hate it. I hate it. That's my final thoughts.
Yeah, I put a big question mark next to it. I'm like, are they trying to predict the future? Like, are they trying to just like platform themselves to say like, we're going to get there one day? You know, it just didn't. It didn't do that for me. So I just had a lot of questions afterwards, really.
It's like everything that
annoying.
works well on the album doesn't work on this song. Like him doing like the changes in his voice and like kind of the nonsensical lyrics and like just, you know, the guitars kind of going wild and like the different changes in energy. Like it all just is disjointed for this one.
And like
so this is a bottom track for me as well.
Yeah.
This song is bad.
It's a bottom track for
I will
sure.
concede this is a bad song.
Well, and I know you hate when I know we've kind of made a pact not to sing lyrics in an annoying voice to make them sound more annoying, but like 2024, like are you a
Like,
fucking
it's
boy
bad.
band? What is this?
Yeah, this one deserves it. This one deserves it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to what I consider a very good track. Honorable mention for me is "Sell Yourself." Really pushing into like kind of the thrash, the thrash themes here, and then like especially like I tried to paint my mind, but now I'm stuck here in the middle. Got the scalpel in my hand. I'm operating on this riddle, and then he just like launches into everything. Really love the drums in this song, especially they're like super frenetic and just all over the place. What do y'all think of "Sell Yourself"?
Anthony?
Yeah, this to me is what, like, I really like this song. This goes in my top tracks for sure. I love the glitchy intro into this song, and to me, like I've mentioned it many times in the past, but like when you change a tempo and it works, like that's my bread and butter musically, and this song falls right into that category. And this one, you know, gave me like Deftones vibes. Like listen to this again with Deftones in the brain and then like tell me I'm not going crazy. But like that's what it did for me, you know, and I love the Deftones and so Sell Yourself is one of my tops.
Really
I had to put it as one of my tops, my last top song as well. And I'll tell you why. I know we talked to Nirvana last episode, so I don't know if you guys have gone back and listened to Bleach ever, but Bleach is like an album of this essentially, which obviously is hard to digest for a lot of people when you have a full album of music like this. But I love it, man. I also love the "No more need to operate. You already fooled the masses. Nothing left to give you. You already fooled the masses." Like such a great lyric, and yeah, it's a thrasher. It's a banger. It makes you hyped up. And if I ran, I would listen to it running. It's not really an incline walk song.
Fair.
That's
No.
kind of more It's not,
You're gonna pick up a jog to this.
yeah. So great fucking song.
Moving on to what I'm assuming is I don't know how y'all are gonna feel about Rubber Ball actually. I like the song, but I like kind of things like this that are a little cheesy and like kind of whimsical in a way. Like a little bit of sad, but like kind of also like some like hippie ideals coming through with the lyrics on this. And I like the tempo. It's a nice little. It's our first like real like slower track. I think, you know, even Shake Me Down like picks up at the end and whatnot. This song's like a full on like almost a ballad.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what I wrote. You know, it's acoustic ballad, but like big change from Sell Yourself into this, you know, and that's what makes me like this song even more, you know, is like coming off of a banger kind of track into this real melodic acoustic song. And for me personally, not knowing these guys, not ever listening to this album, it showcases that they can do this too, you know, like, so would Cage the Elephant Unplugged, could that have been a thing if they maybe stayed together? Would that be an interesting event, or would that be too low energy for this band? Y'all have seen them live.
I don't think they could pull it off. I mean, now they probably could, but after Melophobia, they probably only had 3 or 4 songs that could have worked. I mean, maybe if you did like a 20-minute set, they could swing it.
Yeah.
Because at the live album, the Vic album, they close it with Flow. And he plays it just basically like with an acoustic guitar, and it's beautiful. But no, I don't think they could have done a full set.
Yeah, I don't know if they have like this skill, like some of the things that make those like Nirvana. I just listened to Alice in Chains Unplugged for the first time actually last week. It was unbelievable. I was like, damn, we might have to do this one day.
Christian and I did.
Anthony already did it. Yeah, they already did it.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah. I would do it again for sure.
We could do it again. We do a reprise. Yeah, but like some of the things that make Lane Staley and Kurt like have those really dynamic voices and like their timbre, I think don't translate with Matt Schultz as much.
Yeah.
For him to be able to carry something like that with their songs,
agreed.
I think they're just kind of leagues above as far as what their like vocal range.
Agreed.
Moving into
wait. I didn't give my.
You didn't go. My bad.
I like it. It's not a tough song, but it's I love the placement. It's the perfect placement. It's basically the midpoint of the album, right? It's right where it needs to be. It shows, hey, we can do this, and it's a nice come down from Sell Yourself. So I was surprised how much I liked it upon re-listen. Like, because when I got to it, it started, I was like, oh man, rubber ball, and then as it was going, I was like, okay, no, this works actually. So yeah,
nice. That's cool. Going into another kind of slower track is Right Before My Eyes. This one I think is like very psychedelically inclined. Like kind of as you read through these lyrics, I think there's like definitely some hints of maybe some psychedelic use. And it's got like a really good tempo. It's still kind of like working you back into like the high energy of the album. But this is a good song to me. I don't have it on any list. What about y'all?
For me, lyrically, I was just going to look through these lyrics, you know, golden needles, names we take in vain, find it harder to remain, know nothing sacred, still waiting on that explanation right before my eyes. I hate the fact that I don't know this band well enough to like sit and know the music, but then really focus on the lyrics. So I'm kind of trying to balance both of them. But I really like this song, you know, I mean, it's a rock song. It's a really, deep track, you know, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I actually had a really difficult psychedelic experience in college one time, and this song, like when I like listened to it, like reminded me of that experience a lot, and it was like super comforting because I was like, oh, like other people have gone through this too. Like I'm gonna be just fine. Yeah. Not like in the moment. It was, you know, like later on. So yeah, I love the song.
Oh, yeah. I love the lyrics of this song a lot, but it's very 1037 The Q coded. It's very radio. If you're gonna play a Cage the Elephant, if you need to play a Cage the Elephant song in front of your parents, don't worry, we got you covered. We got Right Before Our Eyes. So I had it as a bottom track for that reason.
Would you have this as like one that you can see hints of the future in?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking of.
I kind of maybe it didn't come out of left field as much as we thought.
Yeah, they were giving us hints. They were giving us hints.
Do y'all want to just give me like a little idea, you know, of why they broke up or what the drama is?
They didn't break up. They just got really bad. Yeah. There's really no other way to say it, dude. Like they just put us out. Go ahead, Blake.
I was gonna say, I don't know what Trey's final ranking was of Melophobia when he ranked it. So Melophobia is where it starts to kind of veer off, but there's there's still some grunge and mellophobia. There's still some heavy hitters in that album, but there's a handful of slow songs. There's Trey's least favorite song ever, "Cigarette Daydreams," on there. I'm pretty sure it's his least favorite song ever.
Yeah, I hate that song.
And so they start to veer, but then after that album, it's like literally just like commercial pop rock, like from that point forward. So it's not that. And Anthony's playing it.
I'm sorry.
You better be careful with that. We're gonna get our shit.
It was like a half a second. I think we might be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just went downhill. Like Trey said, they just got bad. It happens.
I mean, this phrase is tossed around a lot, but like, there's really no other way to say it. They just sold out. They were like, we're gonna do what we're gonna do to make money. Is how I feel like it happened.
Yeah.
It's selling out. The next album they have is called "Tell Me I'm Pretty." That's the title of the album. And then the next album after that is called "Social Cues."
Well, it's like the first album was just self-titled, like, I mean, where's the creativity, right? Mellophobia, what is that?
It's a fear of, hold on, I remember this, but I'll look
melatonin.
It up. It's a fear of melatonin. Yeah.
Mellophobia meaning. Let's see.
All right. I'm gonna guess.
Hey Jamie, look that up.
Okay, never mind. Go.
It's a rational fear, aversion, or hatred of music.
So
I don't get it.
No.
I mean, I get.
They were
giving
tongue in cheek.
They were giving us a hint. They're like, you guys are gonna hate the next album. By the way,
it's like we're just diagnosing everyone with mellophobia right now. Listen to this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Mellophobia came out on the same day that that Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on, because I went and bought them both at Hastings, like the record store / video game place in Auburn.
That rocks. Rocks.
Anyway, back to thank you, happy birthday.
Right on my head.
Oh yeah, thank you. Happy birthday. This is one of my top songs. I love a good song about longing. And this is just pure and simple, like, hey, I like you and you're in my head all the time. I think it's fun. I think it's a good little love song. And yeah.
Okay. Well, so I want to say this first, is that I like this song. Okay. So everything I'm about to say, just know that I still like this song. Okay. It doesn't mean it's a bad song, but so vocally, this song gives me it reminds me of two specific artists, and one, I don't know who the artist is, but do y'all remember the song, I'm just a kid and life is
a nightmare. I'm just
this
a
song
kid.
and that song are like intertwined. Mm-hmm. Right? Who is that? I don't. It's not.
Simple Plan. Simple Plan.
Sum 41.
No,
Simple Plan. Okay.
Yeah.
So this gave me mad vibes of that, like, immediately. And then the way he sings too, not the monkey part, not that part, but the other parts where he's singing like lyrics. It gave me mad Bob Dylan vibes, in a good way, like in just an odd lyrical kind of way. But reason why I had to pull up these lyrics is, and I'm so glad I did, because when I heard this song originally, so the line is, "You got me tangled like a braid tied twisted." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard it like, "You've got me tangled up like a bread twisty tie."
Yeah, that's what I've always thought it was too, like a bread tie twisted.
All right, thank you. Yeah. And like, I prefer that lane because that sounds like something Bob Dylan would totally put in his song.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I like this song. It was a good one for me. Just a lot of different inspirations.
Blake, do your worst.
Okay, here's the thing. I love the lyric, "I don't think it's very nice to walk around my head all night." I think that is such a great lyric, because like when you first fall in love with somebody and you're obsessed with them, you think about them all the time, and you're like, man, I don't want to be thinking about this person all the time.
Right.
It's controlling my thoughts, my emotions. Like, it's such a great line, and the whole song revolves around that, which I do like. But it is a little campy, so for that reason, I had to put it as my last bottom track. But it's not how I feel about the others. I see the time and the place for this song,
Okay.
Oh, Trey's frozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Give me 1 second. Y'all just continue.
I don't know, Trey. Can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah, I think I would be really interested. Anthony, did you listen to their first album, the self-titled album?
No, I didn't listen to it back then, but just remind me that album has No Rest for the Wicked on it,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
like that being like the only Cage the Elephant song I've ever known to be a Cage the Elephant song, none of these songs remind me of that song. You know what I mean? It feels like, is that song a true departure from, I mean, it's hard to nail them down.
It's like on par with their first album, which is why I think you should listen to it. I think you should listen to the first album, and because I want to know which one you like better based off of these two.
Gotcha.
And I do think, like, I know Trey doesn't like Melophobia. I actually do really like Melophobia. I think that's a good 3-album run. Is their first album to Melophobia, and it kind of encapsulates like a good arc for them.
Gotcha.
So I'd be interested to hear your takes on them, and maybe we'll do Melophobia eventually, but you should definitely listen to the self-titled album, 100%. Gotcha. Trey's back. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, your mic is a little jacked up.
I'm gonna have to stay on this, unfortunately. Can you hear me?
Ooh, it's not good. You're cutting out a lot.
You want to try it again?
What happened?
So basically, I only have 2 outlets, and I have a dongle plugged into all of them.
We didn't.
How much of that are you getting?
We can't hear you. Yeah, we didn't catch any of that.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll just jump to the next track. I'll just jump to the next track. Is that cool, Trey? Give me a thumbs up if that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So then we get into Sabertooth Tiger. So Sabertooth Tiger, we're going back to thrashers and grunge and rock and madness here with Sabertooth Tiger.
Yeah.
Track 10. So we're getting towards the end here, right? We're past the midpoint. I feel like they're coming back to their roots here. Coming back to like kind of the start of the album vibe. I really like Sabertooth Tiger. I didn't have it as a top just because I love the beginning of the album so much more, but this is a fucking thrasher, man. This is a headbanger. We're going to get crazy at the show type music. What did you think, Anthony?
Yeah, same. You know, I mean, like, I love the heavy up tempo, and there's tempo changes in this track too, where really, I like that. This is a song I think to move to. I think the last two, I mean, yeah, this and the next song, are very high energy and contagious, and seeing them live, that would be the place to experience this kind of track for me. It's not one of my tops, but definitely, I mean, it's a banger and one that I think, you could drop on people and they just inevitably are going to move to this music.
Back when they were still mosh pits. That was the people were moshing at Cage the Elephant shows. I'll tell you that much. They were opening the fucking pit up and crowd surfing. It was crazy.
Did y'all? I mean, like I guess. Well, Trey, how you doing over there? You want to try us again?
No.
Okay. So with do any of these songs stand out in a live setting, or do any of them like bring your memory back to like, oh shit, this song live was fucking sick?
What's really funny is so hang on, I'm trying to think. Let me go back to their first album. So when I think I might have told the story before, but when Carly and I went to the Vic to see them, we were down in the pit. We were down on the floor. And my Spotify is taking fucking forever.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a song on their first album that you would not expect to cause people to go into a mosh pit. And it sent people, it was Back Against the Wall. So you'd have to go listen to that song on the first album. Yeah. But Back Against the Wall, and for some reason, Shake Me Down. Shake Me Down when it drops and goes into the I keep my eyes that everyone in the crowd's like fucking losing their shit. Yeah, it was so good. So that song in particular, like Shake Me Down was a ripper when they played it live. And you knew everybody there knew that song. Like that was the beauty of it, is you knew that like if somebody was coming for one song at that point, they were coming to see that song. It's like when Portugal the Man plays and they play Feel It Still. Like that, everybody's there to see it. So yeah, it was always a thrasher.
Yeah.
Trey, also you sounded better there.
Yeah, you sound good now.
Yeah, I think I should be good.
Yeah.
I decided to ripcord the camera in favor of the microphone.
Okay.
Good call.
Also, this MacBook has this really cool ring light feature that's like it's just like a big ass circle of light around my screen.
Oh,
like,
you have your
lighting up
own
my
like
face.
light ring installed in your comp. That's sick.
Yeah, in the computer.
Nice.
Saber-tooth tiger is an absolute ripper.
Yeah.
That's really all there is to it. I mean, like this will also get you moving. Also, a great song to run to. This whole album gems.
It tracks.
So
you mean?
we can.
If you're running on track.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
you
like
go.
because you're on a track.
There you go.
You're gonna be on a track soon, bud.
Plugging.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna go live. We're gonna do Instagram
Yes.
live that day.
Well, okay.
All right, moving on to Japanese Buffalo. I didn't even really remember this song for one reason or another. I guess it just never really stood out to me. But it like also kind of has that interesting like thrash balance, especially like the intro into the song with the drums just coming in like really heavy. Feels like it could probably be on Bleach, kind of like what track would you say that with, Blake? I forget.
Sell Yourself.
Sell Yourself. Yeah.
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 Okay.
What'd y'all think?
I wrote next to this like this to me like is a song that could be featured in the Boondock Saints. You know, it has like an Irish drinking like pub vibe, but like, they're brawling. You know what I mean?
Okay, I like that.
Like, and I love the switch up, and I love the end of the song or the last part of the song where it's like it's just like a big swing song. You know, like it does what I need it to do, especially to lead into flow. You know, so really like this song.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the end of the album in a way, and then Flow is kind of like the gentle little
outro.
like set down.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like I love the switch at the end. I love it goes into this kind of like melodic rock back and forth type of vibe. Yeah, it's a banger. I mean, it rips for sure. I love Saber-tooth Tiger and Japanese Buffalo, two animal tracks back to back, and it works really well. And I think this is where Cage the Elephant shines when they're making music like this. So very, very good.
Nice. And then we come into my favorite track on the album, which is Flow. This beautiful little like fall weather, windows down, riding around, no cares in the world. Maybe have
longboarding down some hills.
Longboarding. Yeah, we actually made a little longboard video. Blake and I did.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's not still on the internet.
Oh, it definitely is. I'll pull it up right now.
Oh, really? Nice.
Send it to
me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in forever. God, who knows what the style was like? Probably super cool because we were super cool.
Obviously.
But yeah, this song is just beautiful, man. The lyrics are fantastic. It's kind of like everything that's good about this band in a lot of ways. But yeah, what'd y'all think for Flow? This is my number one track, by the way. I can't remember if I said that.
You did, but I agree. It is one of my favorite tracks too, and like I just wrote, it's the smoothest ending to this album, and that's I wanted that to mean a lot because this album is so dynamic. To end in this real kind of peaceful, kind of gentle, just come down of a track, and it's worlds apart from the way Always Something starts. Like if you played the first 5 seconds and then the last 10 seconds, you'd be like, that's the same band, and you'd be like, strap in because this is going to be like that. So yeah, really beautiful ending to this album.
Yeah, it's an honorable mention. It's so good. You guys, I mean, there's nothing else I could say about it that you guys haven't said. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's a great outro. It's like jumping out of a plane and landing on a cloud. That's what this album is like. Jumping out of a plane and landing on a cloud. That's exactly how it ends.
Be proud of that one.
Have y'all either gone skydiving
I was
before?
at the dome too. I didn't even plan on that. It literally just came to me. No, I have not gone skydiving.
Well, that is...
Have you?
No, I have never.
Well,
I've never
it sounds
been.
like we got something to do. Maybe we can get our supporters to support us for that. But like, you go skydiving, you get to fall through clouds. And you get to feel water in your face, and then you get to hug the earth. And like, I love that visual that you painted. But it's possible, and I would highly recommend it.
There we go. Now, you know what's really funny is I'm not going to say the company I work for, but my company, is sponsoring a basically company-wide skydiving trip. So you can sign up to go skydiving, and somebody was like, "Hey, you gonna do it?" And I was like, "Absolutely fucking not." So I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll do it if I can listen to this on the way down. Maybe I will.
You listen to it on the way up. That's the hardest part about skydiving is just the length of the plane ride to get to the drop zone. Because at that point you realize like everyone on this plane besides the pilot is about to be off of this plane. You know, so it's like once you're in it, it's like we're going.
Kind of wild,
and dude. It is an insane, like just tension-filled experience, right? But like your adrenaline's pumping, and like me and a group of guys went our senior year in high school. We drove down to the beach and went over there, like Orange Beach, and jumped. And then my sister, when she was graduating high school, she's like, I want to go do it. So we went to Tennessee, her and I, and then my parents. Well, we all went, but just my sister and I went in the plane, and memories I'll never forget. You know, like there's no feeling like that. So I would take advantage of it, Blake. If you
I've looked at getting certified, but it's like super expensive. It's like a few $1,000s because you got to go do a bunch of tandem jumps and then solo jumps and stuff like that. But it would be cool. All right, final rankings.
All right, before we get into our rankings, our friends over at Rolling Stone
I
Magazine,
thought we were done doing that, Trey. I thought we gave it up.
I was curious. I'm just curious.
All right. Tell us.
Our friends over at Rolling Stone gave it a 3.5 out of 5. And just one small thing they says, can a nostalgia trip also be future shock? Cage Elephant thinks so. The Kentucky band's 2009 debut staked out a middle ground between crusty classic sounds, punk garage blues, and the digital sheen of, and then it cuts off because it has a fucking paywall.
Nice, very cool.
So that's all that you're gonna get, Rolling Stone.
Very cool.
But Anthony, what's your rating for this?
I give this a 7 out of 10. And I want that to mean a lot because, like I said, I don't really find myself seeking out this kind of music, but I'm glad it landed in my lap. And overall, I had a really good time with it. You know, I mean, you don't get a lot of first listens nowadays. And like this one being something that y'all have a lot of, experience and emotional attachment to. It was a really good listen. So 7 for me.
Fuck
I enjoyed it. I thought we were going to go a different direction when we started this out.
He warmed up to it. He warmed up to it.
I mean, that's literally my experience with this album. I was like, oh shit, they're not going to like that. I don't like this. But like we got to a point in like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, that run really does something to me. So yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you jump out of the plane. You're like, "Oh fuck, this is gonna be bad." And then after a while, you're like, "This is pretty good. Yeah. This is pretty good."
You get to fly the parachute,
just floating along those clouds.
Yeah, you get to turn and spin, dude. It's fun. Yeah, it was good.
I give it a 9 out of 10. Wow. It was great to come back to it. It was a 10 out of 10 when I was about 15 years younger, but a lot has changed in that time. And yeah, I think the good songs have become better to me and the bad songs have become worse to me. That happens sometimes. So, but overall 9 out of 10. It's a great fucking album, man. It's really,
I think that's fair. I also have a 9 out of 10. Actually, I'm going to bump it up to a 9.5 out of 10.
Fair.
I think this album isn't quite perfect, but it is fantastic. And like you said, with those good tracks, like, going back and listen to them, you realize how much they captured lightning in a bottle and like how great they really did.
Yep.
With like just exploring all these different genres and mixing things together, and really having like their own sound that no one's ever really recreated.
True. Okay, you guys are gonna have to start off Rides or Dies because I forgot to get the Wheel of Fate and Time ready, so I got to get it ready while you guys talk about your.
A lot of text in that Wheel of Fate and Time this week.
Yeah.
I'll start with mine because so I went and saw CBDB last night at Saturn in Birmingham, and first time they played I think in 2 years, and it was a fucking amazing experience. You know, like this band was the college band when I was at Alabama. And to have kind of grown with them and experience that type of, when y'all come in town and you go to a show like CBDB or Lil Rain Band, it's like straight up reunion vibes. And it was that last night too. But like, it just felt so special. Like just to have this feeling again, because the last time they played, it was like at Avondale. They had their own little festival. It was raining. It was magical then. But last night was fucking awesome. And I pivoted my Rides or Die because I did have a song called New Eyes was my original pick, which is a great song. But after last night, I was like, I need a song that features the saxophone in a way that just bleeds CBDB. So I picked How Long, and this song is fucking magical. And I spent a lot of time really loving CBDB, but not really studying their music. I just would have preferred to experience in a live setting because they jam and they extend things, but the sax is the magic of this track. So also just a fun note, Davis Little played with the band last night for the whole set. Like
I saw like every clip I saw he was
dude,
in
it was phenomenal, and he shined. I mean, it felt perfect, And then Daniel Rain hopped on for a couple songs on keys too. So it was special.
That's cool.
Man. It was really special.
Yeah, I really wanted to like be there for that. I'm not gonna lie. So I hope they do it again. I don't know what they're, maybe they do like an annual thing. It seems like they're all kind of doing like real life stuff now. But I've just noticed in the clips, like Psy's voice still, he just sounds so good. I know every like local scene thinks that their local band is the best local band, but like CBDB is the best local band in the country. Like they're fucking phenomenal.
I agree.
Great songwriting. Like I don't know what it was that didn't happen for them to like kind of really break through,
right?
But like, yeah, it is, because like they have such a unique and good sound that like it's palpable, palatable to like a lot of different people. I don't really get it, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So hopefully they play more shows. How Long is fantastic. The guitar work in this song's great, and also it's a good highlight for the sax. So glad you got to experience that last night. Definitely wish I could have been there.
Yeah, they recorded it, so it'll be they'll push it on Bandcamp, I'm sure.
Nice.
Absolutely rides. What a blast from the past. So good to see CBDB come across. We haven't talked about CBDB. We haven't listened to CBDB. We haven't done a CBDB album, man, but I saw CBDB one time at some fucking, I don't know, it might have been a Mellow Mushroom in Auburn. I don't know what the hell it was. It was some tiny ass spot. And I remember being there probably with Trey or Carly or who the fuck knows. And yeah, they're great, man. I miss those days. Like, that was perfect nostalgia with Cage the Elephant, because that was around the time I would have been seeing CBDB, was around the time I was listening to Cage the Elephant. And man, like, not to be that guy and not to get too sappy with it, man, but I had such a great life. Like, I really did. I had such a great life, and listening to CBDB just reminded me of what a great life I had from a young age. Like, so lucky to see so many musical acts and just be with friends and just be stupid and fun and have a good time. And CBDB really reminds me of that, man. Like, that was great. I'm glad you brought it. Absolute rides.
Yeah, and like
they always curated that vibe too, where it's like, this is just fun.
Right.
Like,
we're just hanging out, having fun, eating pizza, drinking beer, and listening to CBDB live. They're right in front of me. I can see them. I'm gonna pass them the fucking pizza.
Well, and like when I'm at a show like that, in Birmingham with all the locals, and I look around the room mid-show, and I'm like recalling memories with this person here and this person there. Like, it's just such a like head game of a show for me when they play a song like this, where the line is like, how long have we been doing this, and into the set, like, it just it does everything for me. So yeah, it's an epic time, and I really do hope they keep it up.
Absolutely.
Rides for me, by the way, in case that wasn't noted. I will go ahead and do mine. I brought a song by a band, and that band is The Meters. And the song that I brought is Just Kiss My Baby, which is a pretty famous funk song. If you hadn't heard it before, I'd be shocked. But I saw The Meters on Friday night. It was the original Meters, all the surviving members, and they are quite old. But yeah, it was one of those deals where like it was a little bit of a pricey ticket. But I was like, when am I going to get the opportunity to see, like The Meters live? It was great. They brought out some family members of some of Ivan Neville, and it was phenomenal. So hopefully get to see some more of those cats this week. But what'd y'all think of Just Kiss My Baby by The Meters?
Yeah, it's a great song. I mean, OG funk, and like also Sample City. I didn't look it up earlier, but I just looked it up now, who sampled with this track, and it's like 63 songs sampled this track.
Jesus.
And
before the band came on Friday, they pulled down a massive screen and they had this slideshow that would like play their song and then play songs that it sampled.
That fucking cool.
Sick.
It was like a 4-minute long video. Like, it just
tight.
kept going, and you're just like, oh my god, these guys are everywhere.
Well, and it's
That's
like
tight.
it just goes to show you, like, music is truly timeless, you know, and like good music will have its time, you know. And for a band like this, who, I mean, is probably, I mean, they're really old, you know, if like of the surviving members.
Yeah.
So, but the fact that they're still playing too, that's awesome. So hell yeah, good call. It rides for me for sure.
Yeah, this shit's funky as hell. I've never even heard of these guys, but this shit rides. It's very cool. You always, you know, Trey, like you always throw a curveball when it comes to the rides or dies. I never know what Trey's gonna bring, man. Never know what he's gonna bring.
Try to keep you on your toes.
I will say, I know I've said it before, but Trey still has record for the best rides or dies ever.
Which was what?
You should know this. Think about it, Trey.
I don't know.
We
man.
brought
My
this
brain
up
is in a
before.
blender.
It was the
My brain's in
The
a
one that
blender.
Blake listened to nonstop for like the next months after, but I forget what it is. I forget what song it is too, but I know Blake.
that I still listen to. It was the oh, now I can't think of it. Oh, Knight Rider. Knight Rider.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. God, that song's
God,
so fucking great.
good, dude. I probably listen to it once a day still.
That's sick.
Yeah, absolute rides. Okay, so my song was Trey's Hunting Ghosts, so I'll just keep going. My song was In for the Kill, which is a LaRue song, but it is a remix by Scream, who's an electronic artist, and it's Scream's Let's Get Ravey remix. So I have been, for some reason, I've been listening to dubstep. I don't know why. I've been on a dubstep kick. For some reason, this was on a dubstep playlist, which is not what it is. But first off, I've always loved this song. This whole album that LaRue has that this song is on, there's also, can't remember what that other really popular song she has is. Oh, Bulletproof. Bulletproof is on there. But this remix, dude, I don't know where you guys listen to it, but I listen to it in the car with my Bose speaker. Bose, please sponsor us. And holy shit, that shit was rattling the fuck out of my car. Absolute banger. LaRue's voice, I love it so much, so I had to bring it. What do you guys think? And I wanted to stick to the theme because Trey gave me shit last week and told me that I wasn't sticking to the theme. And I thought this may be a controversial one, so I want to know what you guys think.
Nah.
This is a classic.
Yeah, I mean, it really is like
an
that.
absolute classic.
Yeah, that the sample is a classic too. You know, just her voice, you know, singing, going in for the kill. You know, I've heard that, I know, in many different venues and variations of it, but I never knew of the song that it came from, or even this version of it. So it rides for me for sure. You know, it's a dark, heavy backbeat too, and the drum and bass
Super
ending
heavy.
is really kind of hype too. But
Yeah,
let me ask you, Kanye is featured on the original version of this song. Is that a fact?
Of In for the Kill?
Yeah, or at least on
No.
Spotify.
No, it's probably a remix.
Well, on this, yeah, I'm not gonna pull it up, but I was just curious about that because I tried to look at the album that this came from, and like the first song I think is Whoever in Kanye, and I was like, that's interesting. But I had no idea. It's not super important.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
Trey?
it was interesting. Oh, this song is fantastic. Yeah, I like this remix a lot. Like Anthony said, the drum and bass at the end is great.
Very cool.
Yeah, classic sample. So, you're getting more on track with this. So well done though. No,
All right.
not really not controversial for me. I don't
That's
think.
that's
I think
fair.
this is-
I think that I also like the fact that the song like ends for 10 seconds and then it goes into the drum and bass.
Right.
Like you think it's over and it's like, hang on, strap in.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are gonna do the movie. So I picked The Nice Guys, which is a Ryan Gosling, Russell Crowe movie. It is a period piece. Margaret Qualley is in here as well, who is just she is so
She's
fine,
awesome.
man. She is so fun. And you know, this is before she blew up. I think this is like one of the first times Ryan Gosling kind of took the reins for a movie. He's really the main character, him and Russell Crowe together, but yeah, it's a kind of a mystery thriller comedy movie, super interesting. I love the set pieces in it. I love Ryan Gosling in this movie, and the girl who plays his daughter is hilarious. And I just catch myself, I see this movie probably 6-7 times, and I like still find myself laughing out loud at some of the moments of it. Like the scene that always makes you laugh is when he tries to break the glass at the beginning and he cuts his arm
Oh God!
open in the way that he's like, like I just love Ryan. Like it's slapstick comedy,
Right.
and it's like you don't get movies like this anymore. And I'm pissed that there wasn't a sequel because there absolutely should have been. And they tease it at the end. They do the thing with the flyer where
Right.
you think they're gonna have a second one. And
Sorry,
I know
you look a little Filipino here.
I know that I think that they thought it was going to have a bigger reception and make more money. And I think that's what's held them back. I don't know this for sure. I believe that they have both said that they're open to doing a sequel. I don't know if there's ever plans to do it, but yeah, I think it's a great movie, man. It is kind of like, it's funny, but you also don't know what's going on with the plot. Like you're trying to follow along and figure out this mystery with them. And Margaret Qualley also, like that scene where she's in the bedroom and just acting so like irrational, and she's like fucking fascists and like screaming and shit and being dramatic is so funny to me. Like they all do just such a good job. And yeah, I just wanted to bring it. Have you guys seen this before?
I had not. And I don't know how it missed my radar, but like I'm glad to have seen it now, you know, because I had known about this movie. I just never watched it, and no one ever was like, you need to watch this movie, so I just kind of brushed it off. But like it's fucking hilarious, you know. I mean, the whole movie, you know, they're trying to recapture a porn film, you know, and the message of the porn film has nothing to do with the sex. It's all the fucking corruption that's happening, which I think is great, like such a great approach to a buddy kind of movie, you know. And I just wanted to mention too, like Ryan Gosling's character in this movie, like there should have been a tagline for like the luckiest guy who's ever existed, because like every little thing that happens to him in this movie is like pure luck, but it puts him right in the position of where he needs to be. And then you got Russell Crowe, who's just a straight muscle, but he also has a tender heart too, you know. So it hits a lot of good.
But he's also a murderer.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely.
Yeah.
That was
Or like when
brutal.
he beats the shit out of that guy with a shotgun when he's telling the story, and he looks around us and goes, "That was the best day of my life." Or like, but talking about Ryan Gosling's like his luck or whatever when he falls, like, dude, there's so many, like, first off, I love the way that the comedy is in this because it's so clever,
Right.
and like subtle sometimes, and like really in your face. Like when they're sitting at the bad lady's desk, and she offers him a mint, and Ryan's and he grabs like four of them and just like throws them all into his face. But when he falls out of like one of the times that he falls really far, Russell Crowe like looks at him and goes, "You fell," and he goes,
"Oh, he fell off
"I think I'm
the
invincible."
roof."
That's
Yeah,
the
he fell off the roof of the building. He's like,
"I
"How'd you
think I'm
get
invincible.
here?"
That's the. I think I can't." He goes, "I think I can't die."
Bro, the Richard Nixon part.
Oh yeah, in the
where
pool.
Richard is in the swimming pool. So good. I also love the that when they go to the party and he's supposed to be working, but he's getting progressively drunker because
Right.
people keep offering him drinks. And when he's talking to the stripper, and he's like, "Looks like you got a good vantage point up there." Shit like that, man. I think that this, like, I hate that it didn't do good because I could see them running with it. You know, I think originally, I was reading about it. Originally, I think it was supposed to be a TV show set in current day. When the idea was originally pitched, and it's also, isn't it the director
So
Anthony Black or
Shane,
whatever his
Shane
last-
Black is his
Shane
name.
Black,
and
Shane Black, yeah.
he wrote the Lethal Weapon movies,
Yeah.
at least the first two, which I thought that was so interesting. You know, I mean, these movies
It's
are
very similar
different-
vibes.
like, but different. I guess you're right. I mean, they are in like similar vibes, but like the jazz flow of Lethal Weapon sticks out so much in my head. But they both
Yeah.
have their quirks about themselves.
He also directed Iron Man 3, which is super weird.
Yeah.
And
But
that movie's really not good.
I like it. I think it's solid.
Iron Man 3's a bottom tier Marvel film for me.
But yeah, I thought you guys would like it. I didn't know if you had seen it, and I've seen it. Like, in terms of, it's funny because what made me want to do it is I haven't listened to it yet, but Bill Simmons did a rewatchables on it, which I haven't listened to or watched yet. But the whole theme of that podcast is like, what movies can you go back to and watch over and over again? And like, I've watched this movie like countless times just because there's always something I laugh at. Like, the scene where they go to the burned down house and that kid's like, "You guys want to see my dick?"
Yeah, yeah, the kid on the bike.
Yeah, they're like, "No one wants to see your dick."
See your dick, dude.
It's
$20
like oh man, good movie. I'm glad you guys liked it. Glad you guys liked it.
Great pick. Great pick.
Fuck yeah. Okay, Wheel of Fate time. So I've typed everything up. I thought I really cooked with these categories.
Yeah,
What did you guys think?
I agree.
They are detailed.
Yeah, they are detailed.
I will say they are detailed.
I got winners in every category, I feel like. So I'm excited.
All right,
for
let's
next week.
do window. Okay. Okay, everybody can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring
Okay.
it up. Yeah.
So we're gonna do album first. Okay, so categories: 2010s electronic album that gives off summer vibes Blake can listen to on his vacation to the beach. Movie soundtrack mixtape spinner's choice. Are we ready?
We are ready.
We're
Let
ready.
it rip.
What beach are you going to, Blake?
We're going to Miami.
Oh, hell yeah. This is going to be sick.
Oh,
We're
nice.
going to the Formula One race in Miami.
Okay.
Oh, that's sick.
All right, movie soundtrack.
All right.
Interesting.
So let's see. So this movie, I doubt y'all have seen this movie. And soundtrack versus score. Score being background kind of melodic. Soundtrack is tracks pulled from artists into this movie, right? I love this movie. I would highly recommend watching it. But I want y'all to have the experience of listening to the soundtrack first and then watch it on your own, or we bring it to the podcast. The movie is called Alpha Dog. All right. Now, I don't know the best way. There are some playlists on Spotify, that feature the tracks in this. Citizen Cope, Tech Nine, Eminem's in it. It's a fucking banger of a soundtrack. And when I saw a movie soundtrack, this was the absolute first thing that came into my mind. So the movie's called Alpha Dog, and I'll find a way. We'll figure out the best way to consolidate tracks and for this.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
Just send us the playlist.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
make a playlist on Spotify and send it to you.
Cool.
Okay. Now we have movie pick. So this is Trey's pick. We have 2010's action movie that gives off couples vacation vibe. Blake and Amanda can watch on their vacation to the beach. Movie your parents love, which I hope it lands on. Movie you've watched on a plane, and spinner's choice. Let's let it rip.
All right.
Oh! All right. 2010.
Have we ever
action.
done The Godfather?
Yes,
We have.
You brought it.
Yeah, we did it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was probably 10 episodes ago, something like that.
Yeah, all right. I think I actually picked it
Yeah,
before.
you
I
did.
couldn't remember. All right. Well, either way, that's not a 2010s action movie, so it doesn't matter. I kind of like the continuity theme we've been doing a little bit, like kind of some things been bleeding over. So I'm gonna stick in the Ryan Gosling verse, and let's do Drive.
Okay.
Oh yeah, very
You're going
nice.
to see Formula One. I
Perfect.
didn't know that till just a second ago, but that works either way.
Perfect.
But yeah, Anthony, have you ever seen Drive
Yeah,
before?
yeah, I really like it.
Okay.
So I'm excited to
Cool.
watch it again.
Haven't
Nice.
seen it in a hot minute. Carrie Mulligan. Why didn't
Carey
she blow
Mulligan.
up? That's what we should talk about. Why did Carrie Mulligan not blow up?
I don't know, but I just binged this show on Netflix called Beef, which is
Oh, is it
Amanda
good?
watched it.
Carrie Mulligan. Yeah, dude, it is hilarious
Okay.
and really interesting. Carrie Mulligan's in it. She's like her and
And
Oscar Isaacs.
Callie Spaney from Alien
Oh, yeah.
Romulus in Civil War. She is also fine. And that makes it worth watching. Before we go, speaking of television, Trey, we have one episode left of The Gentleman, and I have to say, it has been absolutely amazing. So
It's
fucking
so
good.
good.
So
Yeah.
fucking good.
I'm
I'm
glad
on the
you
Guy
like it.
Ritchie train now.
Oh,
I
hell yeah.
appreciate the work. It's been hilarious. It's been action filled. That chick that plays what the fuck is her name? Miss Glass. She's great. I don't know who she is, but she's done a phenomenal job. Yeah, show's really good. So if you haven't watched The Gentleman, go watch that on Netflix. Guy Ritchie show.
Nice.
Okay, before we go, one last thing. Who's winning the NBA Finals? Everybody take your pick. Mine's obviously the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'll go with the
I
Thunder.
don't know, man.
I'll go with
The
the
Thunder?
Thunder.
It's such a toss up. Like
Repeat.
there's already things happening that wouldn't expect. I still want the Knicks to somehow pull it out. They played really well last night or night before. Yeah, last night.
Yeah, 2-2 now.
Yeah. So Wemby's might be hurt a little bit longer than anticipated, so they got to survive. The Nuggets look like they're going to lose.
They look like shit.
Did y'all see Anthony Edwards last night?
He's out. He's out for the next. He's out for this series and the next series. Yeah,
dude. Oh my god!
I didn't see it.
He jumps up and he lands, and his whole leg hyperextends, like his. Oh god, it was fucked. But I hope he has a healthy recovery.
Realistically, I genuinely think like if I wasn't going to pick the Lakers, I think the Spurs can win it all. I think the Spurs are just a complete team, and Wemby is such a fucking monster that I could see them winning. But I'm going to take the Lakers. So I'm going to have faith.
You don't think the Thunder? You don't think the Thunder are going to
repeat? I don't think that. I genuinely. So the Thunder played the Spurs 4 times in the regular season. They lost 3, and they were clearly trying. And I think that was when they were playing. Wemby only played 27 minutes a game. That was his average. Like, they rest him because they're so good, they don't need to play him. And I think if they get into a position where they're like, hey, we have to have you on the floor for 40 minutes, that OKC is not going to be able to handle that. That's genuinely my thought. Like, I could see them winning the finals for sure. Yeah, he's that dominant. All right, well, I will keep you guys posted on F1. Send some pics. Great recording with you guys. Yeah. Thanks for doing this.
Some albums anyway, Blake, because I've got the beach albums. I want you to have some experiences down there. So I've got some coming your way.
Please do.
All right, Jack Johnson. All right,
I'll see you.
Peace.